Hello and welcome to Thrawn Transmissions with your hosts Omadaun the Drawing Dragon, OfficialBossk and JokerFox. Today we'll be discussing Star Wars Rebels Season 3, entitled Secret Cargo.
Yes, this episode was really well done. I really liked the layout of this episode. We get to see the return of Mon Mothma, and it was just a great episode. Patrick, what did you thought about this episode?
I pretty much liked it. I didn't had any problems with it. I really did enjoy the spaceship battle that we had in it, and more Thrawn, of course, and also too we got more Mothma in it. So overall, I really did like it. Nothing really bad to say about this episode. Really, I did not have any complaints whatsoever with this episode at all.
So it first starts off with a refuel mission goes wrong. The Ghost crew are getting fuel for Mon Mothma's ship, of course, which I find really awesome. And basically, we get to see the probe droid from the episode titled Warhead.
Mm-hmm.
And I really liked it.
You gotta love that the Empire is playing smart with them and they're really shoving those things out in preparation for people.
Yes.
And I think that will be like the final act for part 1 and part 2 as well. How we'll use those droids for, the destroying the rebels.
Yep.
So after that we get to see the Empire does finally come, but we get the return of Gold Squadron in this episode. That's what I really liked about it. How we get to see the return of Gold Squadron, and it's...
Oh god, it was awesome to actually see Gold Leader.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes.
So after that we get to see Mon Mothma talking to the rebels about her mission to Tatooine. I wish we actually got to see Tatooine in this episode. That would be so awesome. How they're bringing back planets from the expanded universe, and also before it got destroyed by the Death Star, I believe.
Yes. I wish we got to see it. I was actually hoping that we would have went to the planet of Tatooine and she would have made her speech in a conference at the planet of Tatooine. But at the end of the episode, we found out, no, not really. But it's very cool at the end of the episode, but I'll get to that later and whatnot on my thoughts on that.
From what I understand, I think they were using it as a calling point for the ships to join. I don't think they planned to land on Tatooine.
Yeah, but it would have been cooler.
Of assassination.
Yeah, but it would have been nice, to have them land on Tatooine at least. So then we can see more of it than just what we saw from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah, for sure. So after that we get to see this guy called Elton, I believe. I'm not 100% sure what his name is, but he's just basically an asshole to the Ghost crew, how saying, oh, these guys don't do anything right, which they actually do, but they do it in their own way.
Well, they do some things wrong. I have to admit, they don't do everything 100% correct, I feel like, and whatnot. But they do their things their own way, but they should learn how to aggregate and, be more of a team effort and such. Which I'm not saying they're a bad team effort, I mean more organized effort and whatnot, which they will be, I feel like, later on in this season also too, from what we saw with season 4 being renewed, going to be now in season 4.
Mm-hmm.
I also, they were talking, it's like they had some of their facts wrong about like the tower being. The thing is that they have to filter out through so much jargon of the Empire. It's just like how much of it is the rebel cell doing that, and how much of it is Empire fault. And that's the problem. It's like there's so much. They're dealing with a lot of the bad PR, and they're trying to make the Empire look bad in the overall scheme of things, and it's a problem when they do stuff that makes them look like a terrorist cell.
I agree.
And hence why there was that animosity about them.
I really like the fact as well how Thrawn is always one step ahead of the game, how they know what Hera is going to do, and basically he knows where she is going to go. She's going through the Nebula, which I find really awesome to see the Nebula again, as we did see it in Star Wars The Clone Wars, when Anakin's using his tactic to go through the Nebula, and it's used for bounty hunters, of course, for their route to capture smugglers.
It was a smuggler route, actually, not a bounty hunter route.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, and may I add this to the fray. Did you notice how Thrawn looked at the governor and the admiral there? He's planning to get rid of them. There's just something about that look he gave them as he let them go. You know, he has no full trust in her.
Yeah, well, I feel like he only trusts the highest elites. Like, he trusts himself, of course.
Tarkin.
The Emperor. Tarkin, for sure, Tarkin. I mean, come on, Tarkin has shown that he can be trusted and, you know, that he is a great general, you know, a great leader. Like I said, Tarkin likes to pick and choose his select team of people. Now, I still think he does have respect for her at least a bit, but not as much as he would, let's say, with Tarkin, for example.
I don't think it's a thing of respect that it's about. It's about he knows that she's very power hungry. Tarkin is not power hungry for a position that would fuck him over. He already knows that. But with her, he knows she's trying to gain power using him. Even when she brought him in to begin with, at the beginning of the season, there was clearly she was trying to push her efforts in there.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens there on the episodes and whatnot, and see how he deals with her and the other admiral, I think, yes. So yeah, we're going to skip one of the cool parts of the TIE Defender.
Oh yeah, sorry. The TIE Defender is actually back in action, and it's really cool how Thrawn says, you know what, let's test out our new powerful ship against the rebellion to see how much they can, you know, do damage to them.
I was excited to see the TIE Defender in this episode. I thought it was great. I thought the one rebel pilot sacrificing herself and whatnot was great. It definitely shows that both sides do take damage, do take hits and whatnot. Just like the Clone Wars show, you know, lots of death from the Clones, you know, not like, oh, the Clones win all the time, which why I had a problem with Rebels a bit.
The Clone Wars show, our favorite group of clones, all of them died in the course of the show.
Oh yeah, that is true. See, that's the other problem I had with Rebels a bit, which they're now starting to fix, I feel like, is that the Rebels kept feel like, oh, none of them are in true danger. All of them are going to survive and live, which is still getting that vibe, you know, from at least the main crew, at least. But it's becoming more scared, you know. It's becoming like, oh, maybe something will bad happen, you know, in here and there. So
well, here's the thing about that. It kind of makes sense that they become as they become more of a threat. Because before they were, when the show was starting, they were very much a local threat to Lothal, very minor. But as the show goes, they become a much bigger galactic threat, which is why the stakes have been raised so much higher against them.
All I just say is that by the end of season 3 here, or by season 4, I want to see one of the Ghost crew die. At least one of them has to go. It can be any of them. I don't care. I'm just saying this is because I want a feel of true danger. Like, hey, these main characters you love, wait a minute, one of them can die, you know? Oh my god. Or at least something terrible, truly terrible happens. Like, the thing that happened with Kanan, yeah, that was sad and whatnot, and it's very nice what they did there. But I'm talking about like actual arm chop off or something super bad.
Or maybe Darth Vader can kill one of the Ghost crews.
But I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about a super dangerous injury, like to where you can't walk anymore, or you can't even use your arms anymore. You know, something more dangerous. I'm not saying being blind is like weak sauce or anything, but you know, something more visually impact there that we can go, oh my god, damn son, type of thing. But overall though, okay, I was gonna say though, but overall though, I really did like seeing the TIE Defender and this nice spaceship battle we have in the Nebula. We did like that. And we like too the whole. I mean, the cinematography too in this episode I really love, especially too with the Star Destroyers next to the planet there, or the Nebula, I should say. The lighting, everything, the color, it looked really great, like a great desktop saver or something to put on your wall even. I love how they did lots of the shadows and effects and lighting with the spaceships in this episode. It's very well done.
Let's not forget, especially when they bombed the Nebula. to get a reaction.
Oh, yeah.
Blast those Star Destroyers.
And we have never seen that done in Star Wars before, like using the nebula to attack the Star Destroyers. That's one of the new features that they actually added into Star Wars Rebels, which I thought it was really cool.
I knew they were going to do that just because it was mentioned as they were going into the
it was predictable, but cool.
But it still gave that awe of like when you watch Rogue One and they smash the hammerhead into the...
And speaking of Rogue One, I was talking about the ending here. While when she gave her speech, all the ships came up. When you look at that shot at the end, those are all the ships from Rogue One. In that spaceship battle. Those are all the ships. You even saw the hammerheads they have too.
So maybe
that looks great.
Maybe they'll probably end it at Star Wars Rogue One, how they go into the Battle of Scarif, and like the Ghost Crew goes into Scarif and try and steal the Death Star plans, but they kind of like get destroyed in a way.
No, I don't think so, because we're still like three to 4 years before A New Hope still, if I'm correct in the Rebels timeline.
Yeah, it's about 3 years.
Yeah, so most likely we'll either see that in season 4
or 5.
If they do 5. Like I said, that's if. I was not expecting season 4, but most likely we'll be seeing it though in season 4, not in season 3. I think season 3 wants to focus more on the Rebels, gain the new base at Yavin 4 most likely, and also to deal with the whole character arc of Obi-Wan and Darth Maul.
Which I'm really excited about that.
And also to the character arc with Thrawn. I don't think they're going to be worried with tying stuff truly up yet with Rogue One, especially too if they have 3 years left to go until they get to that battle. So yeah.
One thing I hope they don't do is get rid of Thrawn. He's such a great antagonist for him to have.
From what I know now, seeing that we have season 4 and seeing how we have not so many episodes left, I feel like Thrawn is going to stay around in season 4. I have that feeling. But I have a feeling, though, that they will kill off Thrawn in season 4.
I hope they don't. I hope they send him away. Kind of an homage to what the Emperor did do in Legends Camp, where he sent him out into the Outer Rim.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice to do that and not kill off a potential future thing if they ever did like a different series where it did that.
If they don't kill him in season 3 and if they keep him up to season 4 and whatnot, and if he just keeps being more badass, I'm okay with them killing him in season 4, because you give us enough of the badass character that we love. You already made me love him again. You already made me want to go out buy the new book, buy the action figures. Thrawn has literally become my top 20 favorite Star Wars character now. Because
I will say this: season 4, they damn well better give him Palin as is. For those of you who are not familiar with Legends canon, when Thrawn was introduced in the first novels, he was introduced in his co-admiral was a fat pompous guy named Palin.
Mm-hmm.
It would be kind of a great homage if you got to see him.
Yes, but now let's go into though our overall final thoughts and our score of the episode. So, Bossk, do you want to start off?
For me, I'll probably give this episode an 8 out of 10. It was really well written. I really loved the space battles as well as the nebula, how they used that to actually destroy the Star Destroyers, and it was just an overall great episode.
What about you, Omadaun?
I will give this one actually a 10 out of 10 for the simple fact we have now seen the birth of the Galactic Rebellion. Before they were splinter rebellions, some greater, some smaller, some even broke into smaller factions. This is when they united under one banner as a galactic rebellion against the Empire. That is something very powerful to be said. That's why that ending is very powerful to look at. They united the galaxy.
With me, I was going to give it an 8 out of 10, but I feel like because I had no real problems with this episode whatsoever, it will not be fair to give it an 8 out of 10. I'll have to give it a 9 out of 10. Just because it's an average episode, but a good average episode. A real good average episode. I really loved it a lot. Had no problems with it. Loved the spaceship battle scenes that we got. Loved Thrawn again in this, even through I want to see more of him taking true action. But still loving him, loving the theme music, loving everything. I love too that Ezra can fly a ship well, and it shows too that Hera has been teaching Ezra lots of stuff over the years and whatnot, or not over the years, like I guess 2 years at least. But yeah, though, I'm really loving what they done here. I really do like too what they did with Mon Mothma. They did her very well, I feel like, and I'm hoping we get to see her in her Return of the Jedi / Rogue One outfit in Rebels, if possible, because right now we get to see her in her Episode 3 outfit. But still cool. Overall, though, really did dig this episode.
And I hope they actually do explain in Star Wars Season 4 what happened to Ahsoka, because we have still not heard anything yet about Ahsoka Tano.
Yeah, I agree. See, that's the problem with Rebels, I've noticed. I'm just gonna get into the rant here very quickly. I know we're just reviewing this episode, but I have to get into this. That's my problem with Rebels, is that they bring stuff up, they make arcs, but they never go back to it soon enough. It takes them way too long. Like, we still don't know what happened to all the other clone troopers that was with Rex. We have no clue what happened to them, what they're doing. We don't even know if Rex still contacts them at all. Nothing. Do that. Flat out nothing. And also too, like I said, with Ahsoka, that season 2 finale was great. And now we're close to the end, and they want to focus on Darth Maul Obi-Wan still, while we still have this big thing with Ahsoka we still need to answer? Come on, guys. Sprinkle it in a bit more.
I think they're saving her either for end of season 3 or beginning of season 4 as what she's been up to. And I have a feeling she has had a very heavy hand with Bendu, because Bendu's not always there with Ezra and Kanan.
That's fine.
With her.
That's fine, saving her for the end and whatnot, but sprinkle it in a bit. Give us at least some info, like some hint. That's the problem with Rebels, is it takes them way too long to where it's like, oh, you bring this cool thing up, right? And if you're watching this, like, if you're watching a Blu-ray set, I guess it doesn't really matter, but if you're doing, like, what we are, watching week by week, you kind of forget. You kind of forgotten, about that cool thing, and then it's brought up, you go, wait a minute, what? Oh, okay. See, it's just, they just leave...
I'll say something I'm kind of
they leave questions unanswered for too long. That's my problem with the show. That's my biggest problem with the show, and I'm hoping they can fix their butts on that here soon. They have improved with season 3 a bit, but I just think they need to improve a lot more better still.
I think you're being a little bit too harsh with that, because I think they're trying to save it as a big surprise type of thing. And they have, and to be fair, they have sprinkled in stuff, because remember, that owl creature has constantly popped up throughout the
season.
Wait,
that's the owl creature, okay? What happens, you're talking to an average person here who will not get that, we have to have a little bit something else. And my criticism still stands too with those clone troopers, with the old clone troopers. Why?
To be fair, how many of them are still alive at this point?
No, I'm talking about the episode with Rex and his other crewmates and whatnot.
Wolf and Gregor.
Troopers. Yeah, we have no idea or no mention what happened to them at all afterwards. What are they up to? They could easy for like 30 seconds tell us what's happening, and that's it. Because it's like, where are they in all this? What's happening to them? It's like, they're fart in the wind, and that's what's
with the main fleet.
But that's my problem, though. It's probably we're not getting a definitive answer with stuff, and that's what I'm not liking. You're right. It's a nitpick, but I feel like it's a big nitpick. But overall, though, that's my biggest problem, definitely with Rebels overall. But this episode, though, definitely no problem there for sure.
I'll say one thing I'm looking forward to. Can you imagine if they bring back what's his name there, and show how he gets damaged by the time we see him in Rogue One?
Oh, Sargra?
Yeah.
Which most likely they will do that, and I can't wait to see that. But yeah.
So thank you very much for watching our show for you episode for Star Wars Rebels Season 3. This episode is titled Secret Cargo. It was probably one of the good ones out of all of them so far, and I hope to see more improvements for our Season 4 for the upcoming episodes. So thank you very much again for watching, and don't forget, may the Force be with you always.